Hey, what's going on, guys? Lawson with Custom Offsets. We got another this or that for you guys. This time I brought Biggs around, and we're going to answer some this or that questions. If you guys need wheels, tires, suspension, customoffsets.com. Also, we're doing another giveaway. Pick up this hoodie. We also have a t-shirt, TIS wheels, Toyo tires, BDS suspension, road armor front bumper, black label lighting, rock light kit. We got it all for you guys. True full build. customoffsets.com/giveaway. Let's hop to it.
Hell yeah.
2020 Super Duty reverse leveled on 14 wides or 2020 Super Duty with a 6-inch lift and 10 wides?
Reverse level.
It's not even a question.
Yeah.
Reverse level, of course. I want
Yeah.
big, wide stance.
Yeah, I think I've always been like a big wheel over anything. After, like, when you look in your rearview mirror and you just see your stance and you see how wide your wheels are, it just, 10 wides look so small these days.
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely a good starter. If, like, my first set of wheels were 10 wides, it's definitely a good intro into the game. But, like, past that, you want to work your way up. And I think I would more so lean towards wider wheels on a reverse level than 10 wides.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like the next build that I want to do, if I do get a Super Duty, that's what I'm going to start with, is like something reverse, low and wide. I don't know. It just does it for me. But with that being said, a 6-inch lift to start out with 10 wides, I mean, if you know in the future that you're wanting to slap some big old jumps on there later down the road, then
that's true as
that's
well.
a good start.
Yeah, because you could either upgrade your lift later, upgrade your wheels later, depending on what route you go. Also, though, I like how Sean's white Super Duty looks.
Oh, yeah, it just looks phenomenal. Jeez,
Yeah,
I can't talk.
Looks insane, so.
Yeah.
Buy a new set of your least favorite tires brand new or your favorite tires used.
Favorite tires used?
I don't know
Come
if
on,
I...
you cheap say it. Say it. Say that you're taking the cheap tires.
No, I don't know if I have like a least favorite tire though.
That's fair.
To be fair, like I don't like, there's not like one tire, oh, this tire's junk. So like my lack of knowledge there would probably be okay. You know, ignorance is bliss in that aspect, but I'd probably, depending on how well my favorite tires looked used, I'd probably go that route. Have a little life on them still. I mean,
that's the thing.
I don't know.
The truck tire life, like, is pretty substantial. Especially, there's a lot of companies that offer like huge mile warranties and stuff like that. So I think buying used isn't a bad option if that's where your funds are and you want to buy something used. Personally, I would rather go with like a solid, you know, brand that I know a lot about. I know about their road noise. I know about their warranty. I know how they hold up. I know about their center tread pattern, their outer tread, you know,
right.
Everything like that. Something that I have more knowledge about. If I have to, you know, buy them used with, you know, a couple thousand miles on it, so be it. It just means you got to really take care of your tires.
Yeah, I guess it just depends how used they are.
Yeah.
$20,000 to build any truck before the 2000s. Which truck are you choosing and why?
I already know what I'm gonna do, but I wanna let you go first.
No, what are you gonna do?
I know what you're.
No, what are you
before
gonna
the
do?
2000s.
Yeah.
I feel like the YouTube community already knows what I'd do. I'd do an OBS F350. Just build the living crap out of it. I would do that because I love the OBS F350s, and they look good when they're huge, and I don't know, I just dig the style.
You know what I dig?
What?
The OBS Slam Super Duty dualies.
Those
with the new front bumper, like a new Super Duty front bumper. Those are sick. I'd probably have to go with first gen Cummins. Dude,
Ooh.
I have been loving first gen Cummins lately. I don't know what it is. I've said this before on camera. You know, I never grew up with, like, you know, my dad, my grandpa had all these cool, crazy, like, OBSs and all these like crazy trucks. So like it took a while for me to get into the game and really like think about what I really enjoyed. And like lately, I see a first gen Cummins, I'm like, damn. And like if you could slap like 20 grand into a first gen Cummins,
Jesus Christ, yeah,
it would be nuts.
Age-old question: Ford or Chevy?
Dude, this question used to be so easy. And now I hate this question.
Now it's hard for you because you have one, but you want the other.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but like I don't think I used to think it would be so easy to just choose a brand. And now it's so hard because like I'm such a fan of all brands. I'm gonna go Ford.
Ooh, I was
Ford for the
not
good one.
expecting. I mean, I wasn't expecting that, but I mean, I should have saw it coming. I'm definitely a Ford guy. I do like other, types of trucks, but definitely a Ford guy. My roots are Ford. Like every car that I've ever, been in growing up has been a Ford. I've never really like strayed away from that. So like maybe you put me in another vehicle and let me do my thing in it, then I might enjoy it more, but definitely Ford just because that's all I know. So.
Yeah, I think Ford's made leaps and bounds. I love my Silverado. Don't get me wrong. I love Banker Silverado. But like Ford has come so far. Maybe it's because they have like 47 generations of trucks, but it's they've come extremely far. And the new Super Duties or even the new F-150s all optioned out. The amount of stuff that you get is just,
they're insane.
But Chevy's still also dope. So
yeah,
could go either way.
I just never.
That's a hard question. Good question.
If you could do any type of overland build with any vehicle with unlimited budget, which and why?
I'd probably do people are gonna hate me for this. I'd probably do a Ford Raptor build, just because obviously I'm a Ford guy. Even though the Ram TRX is pretty incredible, I mean the stuff that they're doing with that's pretty insane. But I like Ford interiors. I've grown up in a Ford, like I said. I mean, I feel like people know that I'm a Ford guy, so I'd do a Ford Raptor build and, jump ditches.
I think I'd probably one-up you. I think I would do like F-150 spec'd out.
Ooh.
Pre-runner style. Just because the Raptor, although like the suspension and everything that comes with it is fantastic, and you could, overland per se, but eventually you're gonna want that long travel. And I think either like I think anyone who like takes a normal F-150 or a normal Silverado, two-wheel drive, whatever, and like transforms it into this like pre-runner Baja, is pretty sick. Even when we were out off-roading the K350 and CO2, that F-150 that was out there, Dylan's F-150 is insane. Like the jumps that it was making and like the travel and everything was super, super interesting to watch, especially coming from a show background.
Yeah, that's actually what I wanted to do with my F-150 after I, yeeted it into a guardrail. I wanted to, make it into a pre-runner build, but, that kind of fizzled out quick and I moved on to bigger and better things.
Ford Lightning or Chevy SS?
Ford Lightning.
I'm actually going to go with the Chevy SS.
Why?
Because I feel like I pick Fords too much and I'm extremely biased, and they seem like both very, very fun trucks that both go very, very fast. So why not change it up here and go with the Chevy SS?
Yeah, I think I'd pick the Ford Lightning just because, one, the freaking scene in Fast and Furious when Paul Walker's cruising down with all the boxes in the background. That's my childhood memories right there. And two, I think they're so sick. Just like, I'm not a huge like on the ground truck kind of guy. It hasn't never been my style.
Yeah.
I definitely dig them. It's just not something I would own. But a Ford Lightning, you bring the Ford Lightning back, I'd probably buy one. I think that's like
I think that'd be a fun truck to get
such
into.
Such an iconic truck, and like it's so dope. I'd probably buy one.
Yeah, that would open a whole new realm of fun activities. Yeah. I think, yeah.
If you got a Lightning, send me it. I want to see photos.
Yeah, for sure. Or even Chevy SS. I think that'd be sick.
Which is your favorite set of headlights?
I'm gonna go with my 2014 F-150 stock headlights. I like the, just the look of them, and honestly, they resemble, an aftermarket headlight that you could get with just the projection style headlights. I actually kind of want to like change the bulbs in it, maybe like get some like, bring back the red demon-eyed like projection thing. I think that would look sick.
I'd probably go 17 or newer Super Duty. I just think the C-bar headlights, it's literally why I want a Super Duty next. It's a big feel. It just like the whole front end is freshened up, and I think with the C-bar headlights, especially if you do like rebuilt headlights, like what we have in the K350, it looks fantastic. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a ton of like classic trucks out there, or OBSs that if like they're in really good shape and they like kept their stock headlights and like really cleaned it up, look fantastic. But just like being in today's day and age, I think right away I just think of the C-bar headlights on the Super Duties.
That's a really good choice.
Bonus question. Bring anyone dead or alive on a 10-hour road trip. Who are you going to take and why?
No, actually, you're going to be really surprised and you're going to wonder why I picked these, but are you ready? Oh.
Who'd you pick?
I would go with, this is a group of people, but like I would go with any of them from this group. I'd go with any of the Googans from the Googan squad. Any of them. I don't care which one. I don't care if it's Lake Fork. I don't care if it's Lunkers. I don't care if it's Alex Perrick. I think that'd be fun. They're fishing. They're fishing YouTubers.
What? Dead or alive? Dead? What? You're making a fishing YouTuber?
Yeah, honestly, I'm
like Alexander the Great or like
Jesus
Christ.
And okay, you can flame me for this, but like, yeah, dead or alive. I don't really want to talk to a dead person that came back to life. Like, that was in the past. Like, I don't want to know like why the world is the way it is because of like some of the stories that they tell me. Because like that is just stray away from like just a normal.
I never get to talk when Biggs is on camera.
That's not even true at all.
Up. So you take some fisherman YouTubers.
Yeah, dude, they're OGs.
Okay, I'd probably take Junior. Wheels, tires, suspension, accessories, customoutlets.com.
Disgusting.
Peace.